Brahma. And, well, looks... What did you make of the toppy?
Well, it's 31 out of $51 here. He's trialled late November and showed speed. That was a positive. The area to improve was the fact that he faded and had no finish on him. So I'd be concerned if I wanted to back him off the back of the trial.
Trained out of Cranbourne is number 2. He's a joker by the Alderson team and on course at the moment, $31.
Yeah, that's held that quote at this stage. No trials or jump outs found, unfortunately, for him. So we'll keep an eye on the betting there.
All right, so that's He's a Joker, who's also by Teofilo. Not a bad sire, Teofilo, actually. A lot of the little few stock that I've seen anyway. But here's the favourite, King Amongst Many. We've spoken in depth already about the 4.
Yeah, that's right. The horse was good at Geelong from back and wide. We've touched on that, as you said, then beat home Septimore, key rival here. Once 1400, you'd think. They ran good time for the day. Given a strong speed, they were entitled to. But, I think he can break through today. He's top pick for me, Clint. Yeah,
Glenn Boss to ride as well. Drawn nicely in Gate 5 aboard King Amongst Many, a 3-year-old by Schnitzel. I made a bit of a case for this last start, LeConte, and it was pretty disappointing, actually. But there might have been an excuse as to overcome a wide gate. What did you make of this gelding by not a single doubt?
Yeah, well, look, I don't think it was any great plus, the fact that he sort of drifted really wide onto the track. I think that cost him probably any chance of winning it. There was some money for him, so he went Robinson Crusoe there. I mean, he'd placed prior to that behind 2 handy ones. Manor High Mischief, who then went on to be competitive in a 70 race, and Levadical, who's since been quite impressive. Now, there is a subsequent winner already from that race as well, the Cranbourne race. So I'm expecting better, Clint, yeah.
All right, well, we'll wait and see with LeConte. We move 6 as a scratching, so out to the 7, Septimore comes from that key race, including King Amongst Many.
It's just back on LeConte for a sec, out to $31. I mean, it's a pretty good price for a horse. It was $5.50 last start and had excuses. Anyway, Septimore is here and has been well back to beat the favourite. Of course, they come through the same race, as we've said a number of times. Been 380 to 440, but in the last few minutes, real good going to $3.30, Septimore, and may well have a head start on the other one, the key rival King Amongst Many, and obviously through the same race running good time. I'm trusting that form, second pick.
There we have it, looking good in the yard as well is the 7, Septimore by Street Boss. Next one up will be the 8, quite a flashy chestnut, this one by Starcraft, Siding Spring, who's had 4 unplaced runs.
Yeah, it wasn't bad last time though, beaten 3.7 into 4th and copped a check at a key stage and then hit the line, so he was beaten favourite there and certainly should have finished closer at least. That was his first time on top of the ground. I think another one you can make a case for good odds.
There we have it. All right, moving on to the 11, which is Winston Wolf, who's had the 2 runs so far. Both of them have been decent enough.
Yeah, stuck to the task okay at Warwick. Nibble back in June, they spelled. Came back at Ararat and made ground pretty much against the pattern of the day. So 1400 should suit.
We'll move on now to the 13, All Apples, to be ridden by Damien Oliver. Tricky gate, but this filly by Host, what did you make of her debut?
Well, she was good. She was $91. We spoke to Jerome Hunter, her trainer, pre-race, and he said, well, she won't get warm probably at 1400, but watch for her late. And she really found the line. She spotted them 10, ran them to within 2.7. I guess the great debate now is, well, she stays at 1400. I think she's clearly looking for further now.
Spoke to Ollie earlier today as well about the track. He thought it looked absolutely superb, and I would imagine it'll ride pretty fair, I think, as well. We'll have to wait and see how that does pan out. We'll move on now to the 15, Tonight Baby, who's by Any Given Saturday. What can you tell us about the 15?
Well, nothing, really, since we haven't seen a trial or a jump out. Alas, 31 out to $41 here on course. So market's not giving us any guide yet, mate.
No, and just around the $28 at the moment on the tote. Zergs, number 16, is going to be the next up. Easy to spot in those sort of blue and hot pink purple colours. Been the bridesmaid at its last 2, she has. So what did you make of those efforts?
Yeah, she was sound on the speed at Donald. Good day to be up there, and no match for the winner, but beat everything else. And looks 1400 is probably a plus. She was only second up off a freshen and jumping in trip. So from that draw, she's an each way home.
All right, is it Hoplites or Hoplites? Whatever we pronounce this, Hoplites. I'll go with Hoplites. It's had 2 runs and is not really being supported in the market at all on course either. Well, actually, not too bad. It's around 10s at the moment, 11 down to 10, so there is a touch of support around for it.
Yeah, you'd think in the mix, wouldn't you? Off the debut was probably inconclusive, although the winner did space them. I guess he wasn't all that far off the runner-up. Went to Geelong, showed speed and faded. The problem is, king amongst many, and the other one, Septimore, did run straight past him, so they're ahead of him again.
All right, there we have it. 5 minutes to the jump, and the maiden. Is it the Wise Choice Catering 3-year-old maiden plate is the opening race of the day. And Gator, your numbers.
Yeah, I'm going